studies are to be believed, then around 95% of people who go on a weight loss journey, weight loss mission, put all that weight back on within 2 years. So the majority of people, they go through all that effort, they want to look better, they want to feel better, they want to have a better lifestyle, and then they go back to their old ways within 2 years. And the reason for that is most people just want to look good. They don't really want to change their lifestyle. And so they'll definitely gravitate back to gaining weight again. So I'm going to tell you how I lost weight, and I lost a ton of weight in just 75 days. Today is currently day 82. And a lot of people ask me what I did, what diet I went on. I went on a high meat-based ketogenic diet, but it wasn't the diet that really made a difference. And, oh, by the way, I didn't feel hungry most of the time. Most of the time I just ate what I wanted. So I wasn't starving myself like a bodybuilder or like most people because they're trying to run a caloric deficit. I just focused on putting my body in ketosis. But diet aside, the main reason why I dropped so much weight isn't just because of the diet and the exercise, it's because I made a total lifestyle change. I changed my value system, how I lived life, and I put my health first as a priority. I slept better. I reduced my stress, and that's how I started making a change. And before I start getting onto how I did it, which to be honest for most people will all be challenging, I'll tell you first, the benefit, okay? You look at my before pic, you look at my after pic. And I tell you, I look 20 years, more than 20 years younger. Like my before pic, I was looking older than my age. I'm currently 44, almost 45. And I now look way younger, like maybe 30, I don't know. You be the judge. But the feeling, the difference between the before and after is also over 20 years. Just the feeling, the mental difference, the cognitive ability. And for anyone who wants to do better at their job, at their work, doing what I did, you'll be so much more productive because your mind will be on fire. You will think so much more clearly. So if you want the same for yourself, and I'm telling you, the benefits are definitely worth it. Once you go through all the challenges and you experience what it's like to be 20 years younger, you will never want to go back. The first thing you need to do is start a lifestyle diary, okay? You need to write down certain things. And the reason you do that is because the brain isn't just one whole thing. The brain has several parts, and one of them is the frontal lobe, which covers your conscious, logical thinking processes. And the other part is the temporal lobe, which contains the limbic system, and that controls you via emotions, via urges, via discomfort. And that in itself is controlled by other systems such as your gut-brain axis and your dopamine system. But I don't want to go into too much detail about all of that. But just for a simple analogy, the cartoons where there's a devil or an angel on your shoulder, whispering into your ear, trying to influence you in two different ways. A lot of people experience that when they're trying to do things like dieting, like losing weight, or when they're trying to quit something like quit smoking or quit drinking, or they're just trying to do something difficult. One voice will tell them to quit, give them loads of excuses, and then the other voice will say, come on, keep going, keep going. And the reason for that is the devil side is your temporal lobe. It is the part of your body which covers emotions and covers your urges, your discomforts, and they'll constantly fire away in your brain, telling you to quit, telling you to give up. And it'll influence you so much influence you to make up excuses even. People will make up excuses all the time for why they can't lose weight or can't change their life. The most common one being, I don't have time. I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time to cook myself a healthy breakfast. But I do have time to scroll on my phone and to watch Netflix and HBO at night. So it's a matter of priority. And the other side, which you want to make stronger, is your logical side, which is why you write stuff down. It makes your frontal lobe stronger. You're exercising your frontal lobe every time you're writing, rather than just feeling. So you write down your main goals. What do you want to achieve? Now that'll be different depending on the person. If it's Elon Musk, it's going to Mars. If it's you, I don't know, do better at your job, lose weight, look good, up to you. But you write down your main goals. And then in a different column, you write down the things that are stopping you from getting to your goals or your goal. And you have to be honest. If it's drinking, if you've identified it as drinking, and you have to be honest with yourself, really think hard. If it's eating sugary foods, eating French fries, not sleeping well, working too hard. That is actually a really unhealthy thing. Working too hard, putting your body under stress. Then write it all down. You write down every time you want to cheat and you want to go for that cookie, you want to go for that ice cream or that beer, or you're overworking, you're not sleeping enough. You write down what is going on. Rather than just in your mind, you have a random set of feelings and thoughts that are not very focused. Writing it down allows you to focus your frontal lobe, allows you to know exactly what you're doing right or wrong. It's the same as keeping a plan at work. That's why I say try to do things professionally like you would in your job. If you do that in your personal life, well, then you won't have problems in your personal life, because most people are very good at keeping things professional in their professional lives. Number 3, and it pays to keep this down in your diary as well, is your progress. See, you're never going to get anywhere if you're just focusing on the negatives. If you feel like you're punishing yourself and you're cutting stuff out of your life, you need to replace it with positive stuff. Stuff that will drive you, make you feel better, make you feel more motivated. And that is your own progress. So document how much weight you're losing. In terms of kilos, pounds, and body fat percentage. Then you have 3 things to focus on as you're dropping weight. And every few days, you're going to be hitting a new weight in terms of kilos, lower weight in terms of pounds, and lower body fat percentage. And if you choose to exercise, then document how you're doing in your exercise. So for example, for me, I started getting stronger I was exercising at the beginning before I even started the weight loss program. So I hit the ground running, but I got a lot stronger as I was progressing. Like in the chest fly on this machine, for example, when I first started, I was doing 86 kilos for 5 reps, I think it was. And here on this exercise, I'm doing 134 kilos, the whole stack, for 8 reps. So I got a lot stronger, and that drove me to become even better. And the other thing is, maintain your social life. A lot of people think that if they need to make a lifestyle change, then they can no longer have a social life. Well, yeah, you can. You can still do whatever you want. Just don't drink as much. Unfortunately, for some people, they've made it a belief in their mind that if I go out, I have to get hammered on 5 to 10 drinks. Why do you have to do that? You can drink non-alcoholic drinks. You can have exactly just as much fun as everyone else. Just let your friends know that you're on a diet or you're trying to get healthier. Maybe you might even influence them. And sorry to say, if your friends judge you just because you don't drink alcohol like them, they're being dicks. Why do they want you to be unhealthy just so that they can feel better about themselves? Well, it doesn't work that way. If you want to have a healthy life, live a healthy life. Screw what other people think. They're your friends at the end of the day. If they're your true friends, they're not going to judge you. So when you go out, order a non-alcoholic drink. And I did drink, I did eat sugary foods and snacks, but I did it about once every 2 weeks. And for a lot of people, their idea of moderation is already too much, and they're gonna get fat, they're gonna get unhealthy. And only drinking or only eating sugary stuff or fries or unhealthy stuff once every 2 weeks feels like impossible for a lot of people, and that's why they don't get healthy. You have to gravitate towards that. But I still do it. I don't deprive myself of it, but I save it for important occasions when I'm out with friends or I'm on holiday. If you want to lose weight permanently, you need to get happy and have the right value system. And this is really hard for a lot of people. See, and I'm not judging anyone. For me, I was the most addicted person with the wrong value system, okay? For over 20 years, I smoked. I worked a stressful job in banking because I felt I needed a lot of money in my life. And then I quit banking. I became a personal trainer 10 years ago, but I only did that for less than a year before I felt I wasn't making enough money. So I went back to day trading stocks and commodities on margin, which is a high stress lifestyle, because I felt like I needed a lot of money in my life. And that belief system totally ruined my health because I put money in front of health. And I ate trashy food whenever I was trading. I played computer games until late at night because I live in Asia and I had to trade the US market, so I stay up late. I had bad sleep as a result. So I was actually very healthy 10 years ago, and very quickly I became fat and unhealthy again. 6 years ago, I started doing powerlifting and got fit again. But I always gravitated back towards an unhealthy lifestyle because I always had that belief that somehow I needed a lot of money in my life to be happy. And whatever belief that you have, that will stop you from getting healthy and losing weight. Some people believe that they need alcohol to relax or certain foods to relax, to enjoy life. Well, not really, because that stuff will make you feel better for that day, that night, then you're gonna feel even worse the next day. So I've just replaced my belief system in terms of relaxation and what makes me happy with exercise, and I write it down. So once I've replaced my belief system, my association with what's fun and relaxing, then I naturally lost weight super fast. And I say get happy as well because the root of the main reason why a lot of people feel they need to eat bad food, drink alcohol, even try to make that much money is because they have some unhappy issues from inside. It might be thinking too much about the future, getting stressed out, thinking they need a whole bunch of money to do well or to do extremely well in their career just to be healthy and happy. Or it can be from the past, having an unhappy childhood, which I had, just keeps you back. So maybe try to forget the future, don't worry about it, and try to forget the past. If you have problems with your parents, then forgive them, forgive yourself. Do things like that, and the weight will come right off, because then you will have no problem replacing your life with happy thoughts and happy pursuits, like getting in shape. So if you excuse me, I'm gonna go and do some push-ups.